All right, time for some TV musings with a new series. The Path. Third eye. Not third eye. Throat chakra. Okay, hey everyone, it is Shannon, and I'm excited to share some thoughts about the new TV series, The Path. This has actually been playing for a while. I think they're at episodes sort of maybe 5 or 6 or maybe even 7. It goes till the end of May, so there's still a few to go. But I checked online. Here in Canada, it's airing on Showcase, and the first episode is still available on their site. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can, and I'm going to recommend you do because I really enjoyed it. The first episode is called What the Fire Throws. Now, if you're not familiar, if you haven't heard anything about this show, I remember when I watched the trailer, I was kind of like, what is this about? Like, I couldn't quite get a sense of what it was about. It had a creepy tone to it. There was a lot of tension, a lot of mystery, and those are all elements that are very, very strong in the show. Now, it actually follows a religious group slash cult, probably. I don't know. It hasn't gone so far to tell whether or not it looks like a cult. It definitely feels like a cult to me. But the cool thing is that it's from an insider's point of view. And I love that there's absolutely no hand holding or explaining. You just start and you're in it. And they use the language of the cult or the path. And it's a group. I can't remember what it's called. But I actually don't know if they refer to it by the group name. So they do have they I will say they do have one person or several people that are new, but they do follow one new person who comes in. So there is some sort of like, you know, early stages of understanding, but generally they don't explain the culture. You just sort of figure it out as you go along, and I love that. I think it's really, really cool. The tone is really tense on this one. There is definitely there's some kind of mystery going on, and also like they're literal about that there's someone, the cult leader is trying to transcribe the final um, rungs of the ladder. So yeah, what does that mean? So that the highest achievement can be attained. So what does that mean? Like, I don't know. But there's also a mystery in it, and that at least that they showed in this episode is that the one of the characters went away, and since he's come back, he's been acting a little strangely, and his wife is trying to figure out what's going on with him, and we're trying to figure out what's going on with him. So that is sort of like just a little mystery within this first episode. And I love that the layers of that unfold, but then they start to close again because it gets more like that as it goes on, it feels like there's more possibilities or more explanations for what's going on than when it started. Like it starts this process, oh, tension, curious, oh, it's probably this, it could be that, oh, it could be that, what's that? I don't even know what that is. And then it's like, oh no, maybe it really was just like it just keeps on pulling you, pushing you, making you feel like you know what it could be, and then no, 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 that's not what it is, or maybe it is. Like it's great, it's great, and that sounds a bit weird. Like that sounds like it's confusing, but it's not. It's totally not. Like when you watch it, you feel like this is the truth. I'm seeing the truth, which is, and then no, this is the truth, and then no, that, and then could it, and then just keeps going. It's really amazing. But I would have to say so the writing is amazing because I love that when you're happy to be confused and that there's multiple possibilities. For me, that totally works. I'm a long game person. I like the long game and the long arc story. I do. I do. So it speaks to what I like. But another huge pro of this series is the acting. Oh my god. I didn't realize how much I watch is enjoyable and fun and whatever. And then I watch this and it's like, holy crap, like everyone is amazing. Oh my god. And the guy who plays the guy who comes back is played by Aaron Paul, and I haven't seen him. He was in, I think it's Breaking Bad, so everyone knows him from that. I haven't seen him in anything, but I was blown away. He is so good. Everyone's right. Everyone is right. He's married to Michelle Monaghan in the series, and she is fascinating. Her character is so strong, and I loved her. although she is very like it feels like very, because it follows this religious group that feels like a cult, there's always this underlying tension that if you do something wrong or you do something that's not accepted, you have no idea what the consequences are going to be or who holds the cards, or like there's just like I really feel like that's kind of tipping toeing on eggshells kind of feel, because you don't know what any of the ramifications are. And then we also have Hugh Dancy, who apparently is a sort of like unofficial leader. I guess the leader is away, so he sort of is there, stepping in for that in that role. And I'm a fan anyway. I've always been a fan of his, and he's such a great actor. And I was so impressed by him in this episode. I just blown away. So good. And I have to say, just on a personal note, I'm so thankful to be able to see him in this, because I watched Hannibal up until a couple episodes in season 3, and it just got too hard for me. It was too hard, but I really, really love him as an actor. So to be able to see him here was so great. So it's just like, yay! So that was really awesome. It's weird that in my pro, like in pro versus con, my pro Fields also has that the tension is really good. And I do love the idea that it feels like there's more than one possible answer to the questions or the situations it shows, and you don't always know where it's going to go, but wherever it does go feels believable. For me, that's the perfect combination. On the con side of things, I couldn't think of too many, but I do feel like it may be too intense for some people for sure. I don't think, for me, I think I'm going to stick with it because I want to know what happens. And, so it's worth it to me. But of course, with the long game, the long arc story, a lot will depend on what the answer to the mystery is and if they do answer the mystery. So you don't know that until the end. For me, definitely worth the investment. Even just this one episode has stuck with me so much. It's the kind of show that I couldn't watch more than one episode at a time. There's no way. It's way too tense. Way too tense. So this totally surpassed my expectations. I thought it might be fun, it might be interesting, it might be sort of a curious psychological drama, which it is, but it is extraordinary. The quality of the acting and the writing and how they put it together and the tension, amazing. An absolute joy to watch something that has such a tight story with such amazing, talented actors giving great performances. So I do feel like I have to say that there is definitely there could be triggery stuff for sure. And there was violence, and depending on your religious views, I don't know how this will go in terms of what it's saying about religious groups. So you don't know where it's going. For me, worth the investment. Can't wait to see the next episode. I might end up just buying it because then don't have to worry about whether or not I watch it, whether an episode's going to disappear from online or that kind of thing. So so I might just go to Google Play and buy it because one episode was enough to hook me. It is airing on Showcase here in Canada. It is also available to watch online at Showcase.ca. I'll definitely leave the link below. In the States, it is on Hulu, and it is currently a series in progress. Normally, I wouldn't, I like to, when I do these series previews or series premiere reviews, I like to do them really, really soon after the fact so that it lets people know if they can jump in. But this one, I got to it late, but it's worth it. I'm so looking forward to catching up on episodes, and the last time I checked, they were available, so just go there and check it out. Check it out. It is in progress, and it's got 10 episodes for the first season, and it will go until May 26th, so there's still lots of time, the whole month to enjoy. So, alright, there you go, The Path. Big thumbs up from Shannon. Big thumbs up. Yay. Thanks for watching.